Yeah, yeah. We don't raise the dead, no. We just raise the stakes. Jonesing in the snake pit, calling out the light it up, take a hit, watch them fold quick. Gummies got me floating, but I'm locked in on the script. Ain't no pass for the frauds, watch me load another clip. Ain't no cap in my words, only real ones in the pit. Chill till I ain't, then it's over for you. Talking that talk, but I see right through you. Exposing the snakes, now they running like roaches. I keep receipts, yeah, I keep the focus. We in the snake pit, no escape. Call them out, watch them shake. Talking loud, now they fake. Jonesing, yeah, set them straight. Call it like I see it, I don't sugarcoat a thing. Try to play the victim, now they crying in the rain. Say they bought the truth, but they lying for a name. I just roll another up, blow the smoke at all the lames. Yeah, yeah, receipts don't lie. Talk that mess, get buried alive. I don't need no seance, nah. Just facts when I go online. We in the snake pit, no escape. Call them out, watch them shake. Talking loud, now they fake. Jonesing, yeah, set them straight. Blunt lit, truth hit, ain't no running from the pit. Gummies got me vibing, but I still keep that full clip. We in the snake pit, no escape. Call them out, watch them shake. Talking loud, now they fake. Jones, yeah, set them straight. Call it like I see it, I don't sugarcoat a thing. Try to play the victim, now they crying in the rain. Say they about the truth, but they lying for a name. I just roll another up, blow the smoke at all the lames. Yeah, yeah, receipts don't lie. That mess get buried alive. I don't need no seance. No. Just facts when I go on. Love. We in the snake pit, no escape. Call them out, watch them shake. Talking loud, now they fake. Jones, yeah, set them straight. Blunt lit, truth hit, ain't no running from the bed. Got me vibing, but I still keep that full clip. Bluntly, truth hit, ain't no running from the pit. Gummies got me vibing, but I still keep that full clip. Yeah.
Queen Bee doesn't speak on kids. Let's see how true that is.
I don't bring up kids. I don't like it when kids are brought up. I don't allow it in my chat. I don't allow it over here. I don't want it over here. I don't do that shit over here. Boom, right fucking there. I don't want it over here. I don't like it. I don't want it over here. I don't fucking talk about kids. We don't discuss kids. We don't fucking want kids talked about in the chat. We don't, none of that. None of that. Pretty fucking sure we, Melissa Jade, I'm gonna need for you to go for you, Melissa Jade and her daughter, Sludge Knuckles. Bitch, you're in your head. I feel bad for Caden. We call her Chewy.
Chewy? You know, none. I call her Funya. I like calling her Funya.
Good morning. FYI, this is not a loop. We are actually here and we are actually live today. But I'm going to let this video continue to play for a minute.
Jennifer, if I put your kids up on my screen right now, you'd have a fucking heart attack.
Go kids.
Oh, she'd have a goddamn heart attack if I put her daughter's picture up here right now. And I got it. Check this out. I'm going to show y'all something we found. So here we go. Check that out. What's this? What the fuck is this?
This is a collage of Facebook profiles with names of Savage Live Media's family, including pictures of multiple minor children within her family. I have chosen to cover these images with a photo. Queen Bee chose to show everything on a live stream that currently has over 8,000 views.
It's real fucking funny, ain't it? I hope it's just as funny when police reports start flying out about you guys and your kids.
Well, the lady never takes any
Maybe it's-
accountability for her failures. Her failure to actually, like, watch her kids from not going online. She still fails at that.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
My kids aren't saying, Mom.
She sure was second chance. Oh, she was all about the babies this weekend.
Mom, are you awake? Mom, wake up. Mom, my
Good
ear
morning,
hurts.
Kate.
Mom, or you don't hear my kids screaming bitch at their games in the and your kids sit in your fucking chats. You need to be outraged over that
Bro, that's crazy that her kids sit in their chat.
with a fucking predator. Crazy as hell. All right, so when everything on you and your kids get foiled, and I say, okay, I don't want to hear you cry a motherfucking goddamn tear the first.
Yes,
bitch.
it is, Kate. We here, baby.
Fuck you mean. Stop playing with me. Go, bitch, go play with your motherfucking kids. Don't play with me, okay? Matter of fact, you allow your own kids in your fucking chat around a creepy fuck like this.
Oh, it's okay. Everyone else is mean. No, ma'am, you have fucked up. You fucked up with your kids, letting them online.
Then Rice says Brittany, where's the slide, the basketball hoop, the kid pool? Great. Yeah, I was gonna say, where's all your kids shit outside? You didn't even tell kids live there. What? Where was you at when your fucking kids uploaded a nasty ass video of themselves? Can you tell BJ to start watching her kids so they're not uploading naked videos of themselves on YouTube for predators to get a hold of? Or how about that cellulitis on your leg? Or how about not taking a shower? Or how about those living conditions for your kids? Or how about they can't even eat off of a motherfucking goddamn clean plate? Because you're fucking so goddamn fat and lazy you won't get up and wash the fucking dishes. Or how about them living in fucking a house with fly strips full of fucking flies and maggots and gnats and shit floating around their food? Or how about hey Mallory, what's up?
Is that for real about her kid's tooth? I just saw somebody put that in the chat. Is that legit?
If Cappy's kids are off limits, yours are off fucking limits, and so are fucking Deets and her grandbabies. I
They don't talk about
don't
babies.
give a fuck all you bitches. Fuck all you bitches. Okay? Make sure you understand me very fucking clear. Am I abundantly clear? Fuck you and your fucking kids. If you come for me and mine, you come for Cappy.
Oh, I think this was from yesterday's stream. It's a clip I had sent to me, but I think it's because, because when I clipped it down to this part, like right before this part, was Cappy trying to justify and say that Queen wasn't asking for that video to use it against Brittany J. Like, Cappy, come on, bro. You look like a fool with those voice clips out compared to what you're saying now. It don't look good, girl. And I see she got Just Murray up there too. Ooh. Listen, the DMs are the DMs. Like, I don't know why you got backup.
And hers, fuck you, fuck your kids, and fuck what you're talking about. You hear me?
Yeah.
Stephanie, how's your grandbaby doing?
Oh no, don't do that. Come on. Let's not do that.
No, bitch, no. So let's do this.
Keep in mind, Noon has went after this woman's kids. We have only gone after her
Oh, I spelled
and
that
her
wrong.
actions. The only predator to her children is her.
That's right, baby. That is absolutely true. What's up, everybody? I'm so glad to see y'all this morning. Yeah, she is. She has lost her mind. Oh, I know. And they said, I need a leash. I ain't doing nothing but looping videos. Like, what do you mean I need a leash? You mad about the loop? That's what I'm here to talk about today, because there's some people that enjoy the loop. They think it's great that it keeps playing. And then there's other people that feel like they don't like that I'm using it to prove a point, because it does involve Brittany J's son or the situation surrounding her son. And I get it. Here's what I want to tell everybody. I get it. And I am 100% confident in what I'm doing with the loops. we need to backtrack a little bit here because it's like I've also had comments in my chat saying, like, let it go, or why are you doing this again? And it's those comments like that drive me nuts because it shows that you clearly have not been paying much attention. Either that or you're slow. I don't know which one, not my problem. Hey kitty. Um but I I stepped away after I made my initial police report pertaining to Queen. I stepped away. Everything I was adding to the police report from then on, it wasn't much, because she would just mention me and she left me alone for the most part. She would just, sneak diss me, or, oh, that's something Sludge would do, or, oh, that's something Joneson would do, or, whatever. Just little sneak disses. That's cool. I could ignore those. Like, I just didn't watch her. For 2 months. For 2 months, I left her alone and did my own thing. And then after halfway through my, leaving her alone, I decided to take a little break from YouTube. I'd post every now and then, or I'd pop up a live every now and then. But for the most part, I kind of just was doing real life stuff. Good morning, Sunflower. So seeing me in Sinner's chat triggered her because I took a little bit of a break, and when I came back, I was just doing what I normally do, go around to chats, talk to people. I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong because I know everything I say is being watched. I didn't think me being in Sinner's chat was going to be a set off, but it was. So she took something I said wrong in Sinner's chat and attacked me with it and attacked my father. So then the game was on, right? So you started this. The bee started this again. It didn't have to go this way. Once I corrected her and told her what I meant by what I said in Sinner's chat, it should have been left and done with. But she couldn't do it. She had to keep going. So then I was called a predator. She brought up the Brittany J stuff, and then she called me a predator along with Sinner and everybody else and their mama that she thinks is predators. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, I'm the predator. I'm the predator. That's what you're saying? Joneson's the predator? Okay, let me show y'all who the real predator is. And that's where the loop came in. The loop of showing what the real intentions were behind her getting on Cotton Candy Boob's panel and asking for that video. Or not even asking. She did ask for it, but it was offered to her at first. That's predatorial. Messages in the DM showed that it was predatorial. Like she was gonna absolutely go live with it and call Brittany J out about it. So that's what the loop was for. I understand some people don't like that I was using it to prove a point. I'm sorry you don't like it. If you're one of those people that don't like it, I understand. Believe me, I went through everything in my head before I did it. I understand why people don't like it, but I'm willing to take one on the chin for this one because awareness, baby. You don't get to sit out here and call everybody else predators. You got hundreds of people joining your live stream or coming across your live stream on a daily basis that don't know you, don't know who you are, don't know what you're about. They only know what you say you're about, and what you say you are about is completely different from what you really are about. You are completely different. You are Jekyll and Hyde. You are completely different on your live stream panels than you are behind the scenes. People need to be cautious. That was the point in the loops. So I let the loops go. I'll take one on the chin for using the situation involving Brittany J's child as a way to prove a point. I will absolutely accept that. I absolutely take that accountability for that. I don't regret it, and I stand on it. It's necessary. Hey, Lindsay. Oh yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is, Avery. It's just the drama. Like they don't care about anything else. Um and now I heard this weekend it was pretty bad. Like I heard she was going after excuse me, I couldn't reach my mute in time. Good morning, Texas girl. Glad to see you. I heard she was going after everybody's kids. Um That's one thing you can't show proof that I do. I listened a little bit to Laura's stream and I heard her say something where Crystal went up there and said that what did she say? I can't remember. Hold on, let me think about it. Oh, she said I talk shit about kids too. And Laura asked her for the proof. So I hope Crystal's able to find it. But instead of saying, well, let me go see if I can find it, she says, well, she deletes her shit. I don't delete my shit. I don't. If I private it, it's because I did or said something insensitive that I don't want to hurt somebody, but it's never about kids. I just don't speak on kids. And I usually don't speak on family members in general. But when you talk about my mother or you talk about my father or you talk about my stepfather, you can best believe I'm going to give it right back to you. You get what you give. Just like yesterday, she was insinuating that I must have been sexually abused by my stepdad. And she loves to throw in there that he was a drunk. He did end up passing away with alcoholism. He didn't always have alcoholism. He wasn't always an alcoholic. My mother did not marry an alcoholic. That shit came years and years and years later. No, why are you putting sexual abuse on somebody that has not went through that? Do you know how fucking serious that is? Why would you do that? That takes away from the real victims of sexual abuse. But because you're mad at me and you're mad at Center, you're going to make it seem like we must have been sexually abused as children. Don't put that victimhood on me. Don't put that shit on me. I ain't never been abused sexually or otherwise. Mentally, physically, sexually, nothing. None of that. But she's going to keep doing it because she's just that dirty minded. Like, that's the shit that goes through her mind, y'all. It's weird. Like, you let your anger get you so much that you say shit like that. Like, bro, God, you need help. You need help. I stepped away for 2 fucking months. You still couldn't leave me alone. Suddenly it's like, ooh, let's attack and go after Joneson again. Joneson fires back. So then it's like, ooh, let's attack and go after Dietz and Nunya again because Joneson's firing back. You're a weak bitch, Queen Bee. Full of weak sauce, ho. You a whole bowl of weak sauce. Period. You came after us unsolicited, came after me unsolicited, started this fight up again because you jumped to conclusions about something, because you fucked up on something. You attacked me. And I'm supposed to just sit back here and let it happen? No more of that shit. I did that for 2 months. I made my police report and I stepped back from it. But as soon as I start standing up for myself again, oh, it's a problem now. It's a problem Johnson is standing up for herself. Get the fuck out of here. And then you just dig it deeper and deeper and deeper by saying the foul shit you say. And then I have to go through the fucking process of calling up here and having more things sent and emailed and told to them to put into the report. It's a little bit of a hassle, I'm not going to lie. But I have to do that to protect myself because she's already called my job or had someone call for her. She said she was going to call, so I just assumed it was her. Regardless, she's the one that put that out there. The fact that she has to resort to that kind of shit proves she has lost the plot and the argument. Absolutely. It is sick. I would never say, go, in my mind don't work that way, Kate. Like, I can be angry as fuck. Like, I found out this morning that she called my kid a fuck stick. A fuck stick. Am I pissed about it? You goddamn right I am. But did my brain go automatically to, oh, she must have been sexually abused as a child? No. Because my fucking brain don't work like that, you trash. Then you threaten a fucking baby, a veiled threat of a child. In case y'all didn't hear it, let's just play that little clip. Hold on, we're going to actually go through this again.
Queen Bee doesn't speak on kids.
And I'm going to pause it throughout.
Let's see how true that is.
I don't bring up kids. I don't like it when kids are brought up. I don't allow it in my chat. I don't allow it over here. I don't want it over here. I don't do that shit over here. Boom, right fucking
boom, baby.
there. I don't want it over here. I don't like it over here. I don't want it over here. I don't fucking talk about kids. We don't discuss kids. We don't fucking want kids talked about in the chat. We don't, none of that. None of that.
You heard that? They don't want kids talked about in the chat. None of it. None of it.
Pretty fucking sure we. Melissa Jade, I'm gonna need for you to go for you, Melissa Jade and her daughter, Sludge Knuckles. Bitch, you're in your head. I feel bad for Caden. We call her Chewy.
Chewy? None. I call her Funya. I like calling her Funya and Nunya.
Jennifer, if I put your kids up on my screen right now, you'd have a fucking heart attack.
Goat kids.
Oh, she'd have a goddamn heart attack if I put her daughter's picture up here right now. And I got it.
And she's got it. Y'all heard it. She's got it.
Check this out. I'm going to show y'all something we found. So, here we go. Check that out. What's this? What the fuck is this?
This is a collage of Facebook profiles with names of Savage Live Media's family, including pictures of multiple minor children within her family. I have chosen to cover these images with a photo. Queen Bee chose to show everything on a live stream that currently has over 8,000 views.
It's real fucking funny, ain't it? I hope it's just as funny when police reports start flying out about you guys and your
I hear she's referring to Nunya.
kids.
Well, the lady never takes any accountability for her failures. Her failure to actually,
there goes BT. I'm talking about kids.
watch her kids from not going online. She still fails at that.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
My kids aren't saying, Mom, are you awake? Mom, wake up. Mom, my ear hurts. Mom, or, you don't hear my kids screaming, bitch, at their games.
I mean, if we're being technical, no, you don't hear it in the background, but the police reports say different.
And your kids sit in your fucking chats. You need to be outraged over that.
Bro, that's crazy that her kids sit in her chat.
With a fucking predator. Crazy as hell. All right, so when everything on you and your kids get foiled, and I say, okay. I don't want to hear you cry a motherfucking goddamn tear the first, bitch. Fuck you mean. Stop playing with
If Ellie pops back up in here, I want her blocked.
me. Go, bitch, go play with your motherfucking kids. Don't play with me, okay? Matter of fact, you allow your own kids in your fucking chat around a creepy fuck like this.
Oh, it's okay. Everyone else is mean. No, ma'am, you have fucked up. You fucked up with your kids, letting them online.
Then Rice says Brittany wears the slide.
Yes, Avery. I thought that was funny too. Yes, he did. He said, "Girl, that's weird." I think we figured out what's up with B-Tim now.
Basketball hoop, the kid pool. It's great. Yeah, I was gonna say, where's all your kids shit outside? You didn't even tell kids live there. Well, where was you at when your fucking kids uploaded a nasty ass video of themselves? Can you tell BJ to start watching her kids so they're not uploading naked videos of themselves on YouTube for predators to get a hold of? Or how about that cellulitis on your leg? Or how about not taking a shower? Or how about those living conditions for your kids? Or how about they can't even eat off of a motherfucking goddamn clean plate? Because you're fucking so goddamn fat and lazy, you won't get up and wash the fucking dishes. Or how about them living in fucking a house with fly strips full of fucking flies and maggots and gnats and shit floating around their food? Or how about hey Mallory, what's up?
Is that for real about her kid's tooth? I just saw somebody put that in the chat. Is
Oh,
that
there goes
legit?
the chat. Remember at the beginning of the video, she don't want her chat doing it either.
Happy's kids are off limits, yours are off fucking limits, and so are fucking Deets and her grading babies. I don't give a fuck all you bitches. Fuck all you bitches. Okay? Make sure you understand me very fucking clear. Am I abundantly clear? Fuck you and your fucking kids. If you come for me and mine, you come for Cappy and hers. Fuck you. Fuck.
Girl, nobody came for you and your kids. Nobody's planning on going for Cappy and hers. What Nunya commented in this live stream was basically saying what you say, stupid. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So now that you're attacking Deetz's kids and Nunya's kids because of you being angry at me, so that means Deetz and Nunya can start going after Cappy and NorCal's kids? Is that what that means? Since I'm mad at you, they can go after your friends' kids, and you're mad at me's, and you go after my friends' kids. Like, let's keep the same energy across the board, bitch. The difference is that was used as an example. None of us would ever do it. We never have. I've never even said your kids' names. I don't even remember your kids' names because you always called them by their pet names. Sis. The girls. I don't even remember their names. I've never, ever fucking threatened to put y'all's kids out. Cappy thought, because of what I said about when I was showing the messages the other day, I said, and there's more where that came from. So, and I said earlier in that live stream, like Cappy, or not even Cappy, NorCal was so worried when me and Queen split that I was going to show their personal life from our DMs. And I told her back then, 2 years ago, I would never do that. And I never have. And I never will. I will never allow myself to stoop that low because I don't allow my anger to get me like that. I'm in control of myself. I'm accountable for myself. I would never do that. So when I clarified that, Cappy, I guess, didn't, because they were watching a clip. It wasn't in full context, of course. So I clarified with Cappy. When I said there's more, I mean there's more fuck shit in that DM that this bitch has done. Not that there's more. I'm gonna, play the voice recordings of you talking about the situation with your kids. I didn't do that. Clearly you can see I went around those in the DM. So when I say there's more than that, I ain't talking about you and your kids' clips. I'm talking about this bitch's dirty deeds in the background. While she out here in the front telling folks she ain't about this, she ain't about that. She's about every single bit of it in the background. If she goes live and says she ain't about doxing, I promise I got some doxes in that DM. If she comes out here and says she ain't about talking about kids, I promise there's stuff in the DMs talking about kids. If she comes out here and says she ain't about racism and bigotry, I promise there's something in the DMs about it. Just saying, there's more.
fuck your kids, and fuck what you're talking about. You hear me? Yeah. Stephanie, how's your grandbaby doing?
Oh, listen to that veiled threat about Deetz's grandbaby. Oof. I know Deetz. I don't even know what voice memos. Okay, Cappy is talking about the voice memos I put. Yeah, because you haven't been here this weekend. Okay, so I did a live stream and I did the voice memos from our DM, from the Beehive Bitches DM. And it's Cappy talking Queen out of going live about Brittany J and the cotton candy boobs situation. Queen, because Queen was planning on going live and dragging Brittany for filth about it, exploiting the situation. Cappy was like, I don't think that's a good idea. So those are the voice memos Cappy is talking about. But why does me, Joneson, putting out information like that, what does that have to do with Nunya? What does that have to do with Deets? We're not constantly blaming Cappy for your bullshit. We're not constantly blaming NorCal and Murray for your bullshit. We're not constantly going after that girl for your bullshit. Hello? We go after B10, but we go after him for his shit, not yours. But everything I do, the reason she goes after my family, my kid, my friends, is because she knows it bothers me, or it did. I need to make this very clear to you, Queen Bee. It did. It no longer does. You no longer hold that power. You know what I did? I laughed at everything people sent me all weekend. Or if somebody said, oh my God, she just said this, I just sent laughy faces because you're silly. You're a silly little goose. You're comical. You're a clown. But you just veiled threatened. That was a veiled threat, what she said. Let's listen to it again.
Your kids, and fuck what you're talking about. You hear me? Yeah. Stephanie, how's your grandbaby doing?
Oh no, don't do that. Come on.
To the point, Cappy had to say, no, bro. Don't do that. Because Cappy knew it was a veiled threat. Crouton's perfect. He's a bundle of fucking joy. He's walking, he's running, he's starting to talk. He's talking pretty good. I mean, he's got a few words. He's a bundle of joy. You don't need to worry about what Crouton's doing, bitch. You don't need to know what Nunya's kids are doing, bitch. And you damn sure don't need to know what my kid is doing. So, let me go over Deetz's comments real quick before I go. Deetz said, don't forget, we both live in Illinois, B. You might want to educate yourself on our laws if you want to continue threatening to weaponize him. It's a lot different than other states. That it is. We have looked into it. You better be careful because this bitch has got the money to go for you. You don't want that smoke, bitch. Deetz said, I have never said her name online. No, Deetz hasn't, and neither has Nunya. Neither one of them have ever said Rebecca Turner. Neither one of them have. I have never spoke on her kids. Nope, neither one of them have. I haven't spoke on her kids. Hell, I've never even spoke on her parenting. Now that I have spoke on. She needs to touch some motherfucking grass. Spudler said, hold on. Yeah, I can remember when attacking someone's looks wasn't allowed in her chat. I know you're, that is crazy to think about it. And it's Spudler like, what? Like, I almost feel like saying when we were growing up, but when we were with the B years ago, like that wasn't allowed. Now you can dox, discuss creators' children, and destroy people's reputations. In fact, it is now positively encouraged. She enjoys that shit. She's miserable. Misery loves company, right? But you ain't getting us as your company. That's no longer happening. And that's why it's a breath of fresh air dealing with this hog now compared to what it was. Because used to I'd get really, really torqued up and just lose my ever loving mind about her. Or the shit she was saying. But now, no, you're just a silly little goose. That's all it comes down to. I love to hear her talking about people not camming up or no, not camming up. Talking about Brittany's cellulitis in her leg and talking shit about Brittany's looks and my looks and Nunya's looks and Dietz's forehead. Oh, I love hearing that. Come up, B. And I'm going to squash the rumors right now. People love, I don't know where the rumors got started. She ain't got no face tats. Y'all stop with that shit. I seen it going on in Brittany J's yesterday. She ain't got face tats. I think she's still got her teeth, at least half of them. But every single picture she sent us was filtered and a headshot. Cam up, B. Cam up. Let us get a whole full view. Stand up in front of a camera. Let us see what you working with, bitch. No? I figured. You're missing some brain cells. Okay, hold on. Deet says, you're missing some brain cells, bitch. If you think it's smart to make veiled threats to the son of a law enforcement officer, a 1-year-old baby at that, Deets, do what you got to do, baby. Because this shit, I mean, she's off her rocker. And nobody has said really anything over the weekend. She is doing all of this because of my looped live streams, Deets. That's what this comes to. My looped live streams have sent this hog over the edge. Hey, Matt. That's right. And see, that's the good thing about setting them loops too, because Deet says, no, I've been with family like a normal person, not online 24/7. That's what's been the greatest thing about those loops this weekend is I could just set it and I know it's going to go for 9 hours. And I just set an alarm for 9 hours later and come back and start the next one. Like, and then I'm good for another 9 hours, you know? Says this level of anger and threats on other people's children is part of a narrative to her chat. It's so they think, oh, my God, what these people did to Queen Bee's kids must be terrible for her to be this angry. You're absolutely right, Pearl. I know I'm behind on chat. Let me catch up. She's a joke and an embarrassment to society. He's a baby. I know, right, AMAC? YB, what are you going to do? Dox a 1-year-old? She probably does, but there's ways to file a lawsuit and just go through with it and not do what Betty's doing. And there's ways to stop people from doing what Betty's doing. So she wouldn't drain Deets of money. It would just be a done deal. Attack my looks, attack my online actions, attack my house, attack me. Stop being gutter trash and talking about babies. Absolutely. That's why I said I do plenty enough for her to attack me. But she knows I laugh at her when she attacks me. So then she starts reaching out to the people surrounding me and everything surrounding me. And I used to get upset about that, but now I laugh at that too. Like, it was bothering me what she was saying pertaining to my dad. But me and him had a conversation. Me and mom have had a conversation. And it's just, they, help get me back on track in my mindset. And it's just like, no, it's funny now. Like, we clown the things she says about my parents now. My mama called me. We just laugh about it. Your game's done. It don't work over here anymore. Yeah, does she not realize that everyone in her house can probably hear every word she says on YouTube? Yeah, sanctuary, my F. Yeah, Spudler. Especially, she lives in a shack. She lives in a shack with like 300 square foot. Like, they hear everything she says. My kids clear across the house from my streaming room. No, because I don't talk about them. I know, right, Soup? No, you won't hear anything about her kids because I don't talk about them. She likes to take me looking up the FOIA for her report on Brittany J's child's video. She likes to take that and make it seem like I looked up a report on her child, the incident that Center put out. And that's not at all what happened. I don't know why they sent me that, but they did. I can absolutely take accountability. Let me say this too. I can take accountability. I was wrong, and it was a fail for me to share that. It was a fail for me to let anyone else see that. Okay. But it's a fail for her to tell people to lie and say, oh, she FOIA'd that because she knew it happened. I didn't know that shit happened. You're lying. It's a fail for her to say that I'm stalking and doxing her children. So I can take accountability where I fucked up. It was a fail for me to send it out. I shouldn't have shared it with anybody. But you can miss me with the other shit. Soupy poopy. Or poopy soupy. Yeah, that's right. Poopy soupy. Pearl needs to make a song with that. The only predator that her children has is her. She's the only one that brings them up constantly. Well, Center brings up the reports, but he doesn't specifically go for her kids. But she's the only one that brings her kids up day in and day out. She loves doing that shit. She loves the attention it garners to keep talking about her kids as if somebody's preying upon them. Got her kids in the background saying, is that the predator? Oof. Not good. She called my kid or said I don't know if she called him a fuck stick or said she thinks he's a fuck stick. I don't know. I don't care. Fuck stick and my child shouldn't be together anyways. You don't hear me calling your kids names. Should I tell you what I think about your kids? I probably should. A vindictive bitch would. But I'm not that person. What I will say is I wish them good luck. And I hope they amount to something in life. I really do. I hope they are successful as fuck in their lives. That's what I hope for your children. I don't know what a fuck stick is. Look, I got she said, no, you shouldn't. Oh, fuck stick of a kid. Yeah. Well, she's got a lot to say about Brittany J's parenting and Brittany J's kids and my kids and Emmy's school kids. And I mean, like, she's got a lot to say about everybody's kids and how they're being raised. But I haven't heard any of them having police reports at the age of 13? Mine surely don't. Mine's 13 now. And there is nothing you could FOIA that would mention him. Actually, there's nothing you could FOIA, period, because there's just nothing exists. You can't say that, B. You can't say that. And that's sad. And I feel sorry for you. And again, I hope your kids live a successful, happy, long, loving, cherished life. I really do. I hope the best for them. That's crazy, Kate. That comment. Fuck stick of a kid. What'd my kid do to you, Queen? And then, actually, let me drop this link. She won't take it, but I'm going to offer it. Because I want her to come up here and tell me what my kid did to her. And you know what she's going to say? Well, what did my kid do for you to go FOIA them? Nothing. Because I didn't FOIA them. I FOIA'd you, stupid. Unfortunately, there's some behavioral issues that cause them to be in the reports. That's not my fault. That's yours. Your bad parenting can't be put on anybody else. Click the link, come up here, and let me know what my kid did to you. Traders, I already apologized for that, though. I already apologized for that. Actually, I didn't even put them up, and I wasn't going to. The only time I put them up was to show what exactly I FOIA'd. If it was going to get worse for me, traders, it would have already happened. She's went as low can go. She's even called my fucking job. I haven't done anything like that. I know, traders. That's why I just refuse to meet her. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to drop to her level. I've dropped enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've allowed my anger to push me to limits I already didn't want to touch. So this time when she came after me this time, remember, I was gone for 2 months. When she came after me this time, it was more of a laughing thing for me. It was more of a comical thing for me because it was just so out of nowhere. I didn't know, like, are you running out of content? Like, what's going on? Why are you attacking me again? But instead of firing back and going as low as her, I refrained from doing that, and I'm proud of myself for that. Yeah, that's true. That's traders. Deets is saying, don't say you all, because, and that's the difference, traders. Like, she's going after Deets and Nunya when Deets and Nunya haven't done or said anything. She's attacking them for the things I say to her. And she's attacking a baby, a 1-year-old child right now. She's attacking Nunya's kids. It's just sick, man. But I know what you're saying, traders. But there is no y'all. It's a me. It's a Joneson. The only time they speak is when they have to stand up for themselves. Well, she does. Queen said that she threatened to kill her. Like, she does. But did I call her a fuck stick? Did I say you got a demented fucking crazy Delulu child? No, I didn't. Hey, Peachy. Yeah, I know, traders. I know. Deetsy, she's in Illinois. She don't know about the y'all. But I did say and I will say that I think is the only thing I have said pertaining to her kids is that because I was reviewing something and she said that about uh she said something about her kid losing her fucking mind on her. And I was like, well, it sounds like she's got behavioral problems. And I stand by that, but yeah, it is. Oh, I know you do, traders. I don't mind you. I don't mind you coming in and telling me how you feel. I'm not. I'm never ever ever gonna give someone like her the power to bring me to that place. Cuz do you remember, traders, when me and you used to go at it, and it was because I felt like you were so real life, like you were part of Nicolina's crew, and like me and Queen would be in the background in our DMs talking about how crazy it is that you and Nicolina would go real life. And now look at how things have changed. You decided to better yourself and pull yourself away from that. And now the one that I used to conversate with about it is doing what you used to do. I'm proud of you. It was something like that. Yeah, something about one kid choked the other kid, or I don't even remember what it was. She said, "Oh, well, that sounds like some behavioral problems." That's something like you gotta fix. Can't nobody else fix it. And you know what's crazy, Soup, is I know that Cappy is checking her in the background. She checked her when she threatened Dietz's grandbaby right then. No, don't do that. That's what Cappy said. No, don't do that. So I know she's doing that shit in the background, but then to come to know that I put out your voice recording showing that you talked her out of going live about Brittany J's kid. You did that. You did the right thing. You were a good friend to her. You talked her out of doing that. And to then go up on her panel and say that she was never planning to, the voice the voice memos don't lie, bro. Be careful, traders. Have a good day, baby. The voice clips don't lie. So you just completely did a 180 from what your voice clip showed. So you're saying essentially you getting on that panel because I know what happened. She went in the DM. I'm gonna need y'all to come up and have my back on this. I can show y'all again, like I said, there's more where that came from. I can show y'all where we were called upon time after time after time again when she would get herself into some shit and we would come up there and we would lie for her. And that's exactly what Cappy just did. So what you're saying by still continuing to do that, Cappy, is that you were okay with this. Have a great day, Spundler. Hey, Mom. Like, what, man? Like, I get it. You're being a good friend in the background by telling her she's crossing lines. But does that matter anymore if you decide to go up on her public live stream and lie for her and backtrack for her? You got, you're so much realer than that, Cappy. It's so disappointing. There is no gotcha for her doxing or wanting to go after your grandbaby. Yeah, he's fucking adorable. You got pictures of Dietz's grandbaby? Put them up, bitch. He's precious. And then they gonna have, I don't even know who it was on the panel because somebody told me about it. And they said that when they were going after me the other day, now y'all can tell me if this is true or not, because I haven't researched it, so I'm not gonna say it in a factual way. But supposedly, I think it was, they said they thought it was Ben Dreamin', which is Care Bear, that she was up on the panel yelling at me to come click the link or something. Do y'all know if that happened? Cookie Slammer, they are the strongest, best people in my life. My dad has protected and served his community for 30 years. He's saved lives. And my mom is doing the same thing now. She is helping people with addiction. And I couldn't be more proud of them as parents. So nothing that the bee could ever say about my mom or my dad or my dead stepfather will ever take a toll on me, because they are doing more than she ever could, more good than she could ever do. It happened. But if you have his picture, if you have Nunya's kids' pics like you claim, then you are the one stalking their social media. Exactly. Exactly. But nobody in her chat's going to say, but why do you got their pictures, girl? Like, what's up with that? Yeah, it happened. Well, let me just make this very clear. Care Bear, Ben Dreamin', Pay Pig, whatever you want to go by. You sound like a complete and utter fool, and it's a shame if Queen didn't correct you on this while you up there telling me to click a link. I'm banned from her StreamYard. She banned me last time I was up there. I cannot click a link. I physically cannot click a link. And she just let you sit up there yelling at me to come click a link and didn't tell you, oh, honey, no. No, honey, she can't click a link. I banned her a year ago. Huh? No, girl. Looking a whole fool up there telling me to come click a link, and I can't. I can't. And y'all know I'm the quickest one to do it too. I'll click a link. When you got the truth on your side, you ain't got nothing to hide. You ain't got a problem approaching messy or hostile situations when you know you're telling the truth. You don't see her ever click a link. Look, this is the third time I'm gonna drop it. Come tell me, Queen, what my child did to you for calling him a what was it, Kate? Fuck stick of a kid. Please come tell me what Caden did to you. I've never accidentally shown, or sent a picture of my kid on YouTube. So she absolutely stalked my kid's social media to get pics of my daughter. How alarming is it that she's saying these things? She's, sneak dissing, kind of like she's veiled threatening a baby, right? And then she's threatening to put out Nunya's kids' pics. And nobody in that chat says, but hold up. Why do you have those? Why do you have Nunya's daughter's picture? Because that's what she does. Again, I said when I shared those messages the other day, there's more where that came from. That's what she does. She stockpiles stuff that people send her. And what would happen is people would send her something and she'd add it to the DM and show us. So there's like a stockpile of stuff in that DM. I don't know, because you know what? I'm Nunya's bestie. Me, Deets, and Nunya are besties on here. And I can't speak for Deets, but I can tell you for myself, I have never, and I'm trying to throw a dorm warming party for Nunya's daughter, right? Like, get you an Amazon filled up. Let's get you your dorm needs, because she's about to hit college and live her best life. And I have never once ever looked up. This is crazy. I'm friends with Deets on Facebook, but I have never once looked up Funya Nunya or her kids' Facebooks. I'm an open book, right? Like, y'all know my name. People have known my name for a while. I don't hide that. So they can friend request me if they want to. I don't know, Deets. Why exactly? Like, it is weird. Now, the one thing I can say is there was never a collection of minor kids' photos in the DMs. Not that I could, other than our own personal kids, not that I could recall. I could go through and see, but other like doxing and real life, pictures of other creators and their families and all of that is in there. Oh, did you, Flickery? I haven't checked that email forever. I need to. I can't wrap my head around it, man. Nunya went in there the other day and said, so you're attacking mine and Deets' kids for what Joneson is saying. So does that mean we get to attack NorCal and Cappy for what you're saying? Just because, we're mad at you. That lit her ass up. Yeah, well, you need to think about that kind of shit, bitch, because that's exactly what you're doing. Nunya has always been against the kids' stuff. Deets has always been against the kids' stuff. They don't even go into Sinners because he does the reports with the kids mentioned in them. They don't fuck with that. But yet, everything I say or do, she throws them under the bus for it. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I didn't even find out that happened until late last night. Oh, yeah, she said, oh, so she said that none of my friends' kids are off limits unless Nunya can control me and Center. What? I just came back. God forbid I be in Center's commenting. And it's like World War V. This is insane. And Nunya is responsible. Nunya is no longer my handler. I don't need a handler anymore. Nunya has helped me grow as a human. Deets has helped me grow as a human. I know my limits now. And I'm proud of that. Because while my video continues to loop over and over and over, you're still going live and raging and exposing yourself for the foul human you are. So as long As long as I stand up for myself, I'm going to take Center out of it because y'all, how are y'all supposed to? Y'all don't even have private communication with Center. So how are y'all supposed to control what he does? Not that you could, even if you did have private communication with him. But let's take Center out of it. So as long as I stand up for myself and as long as I don't take her shit, Nunya and Deetz's kids are fair game. That's what she said. That's crazy. Shit, I forgot to clock out again. I forget constantly. I swear to God, I'm like an old lady. I need to set an alarm to remind me. By that logic, so this is what Nunya was basically telling her in her chat the other day. By that logic, it means anyone who's perceived as friends, I should collect kid photos and make a collage. That would mean that's Ben Dreamin, Kodo, Ellie, Cappy, NorCal, Murray, Allie, Stitchin, Gray One, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, if you wanna meet her at her level, and that's the thing. She knows that morally we're not as corrupt as her. And she knows that we're not gonna do that. We're not like she can attack and attack and attack and attack our families and our kids, and we're just not gonna go there. And she knows that. That's why she keeps doing it. You right. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Hey, Ash. That it's just crazy to I don't know, this mindset, I don't understand. Right, Nunya. That's what I said. I can understand how some people feel about me using the timeline live. Let me cough. Hold on. The timeline live that me and Deets did. There are some people out here that feel like I shouldn't be using that to prove a point against Queen. And I understand why they feel that way. But like I said earlier, there are hundreds of people that come across her channel weekly and only go by what she says because that's all they know. So if I let this loop and I'm getting 3,000, 4,000 views on it, that's 3,000 more than I get on a regular live stream. That's more people that can see that this is what she's willing to do. This is what you can expect. Yep, that's right, Cookie Slammer. Yeah, put the loop out and let her have to go back and change the story. It's been actually pretty comical to watch. Like the stuff people send me, I will not click on her stream. I refuse. The only time I will click on her stream is if somebody tells me something, gives me a timestamp, and I have to actually go clip it for myself. Outside of that, I will not listen. I refuse because I'm not giving her that energy and I'm not giving her that power. But the stuff I've heard from people over the weekend, the clips I have seen dropped everywhere by these clip channels, it's been pretty comical watching her change these these stories around. Yeah, it does. That's what Center was saying the other day. That's what it does seem like. the spiral, right? And I'm tweeting Team YouTube every day. Every day. I'm like, y'all gonna do something yet? Now I'm trolling Twitter, or Team YouTube on Twitter. It is revisal. It is given MGL vibes. And I thought that bitch was low down and dirty. Nah, nah. She couldn't hold a candle to Queen. Oh, I know, Lacey. I agree with what Deets is saying. I know she's talking to Ash, but I agree with that. Hey, Jack. Glad to see you. Yeah, and I agree. Yeah, she wasn't. Marissa MGL is. She's nowhere near as malicious and nasty as this one, as the B. She's just not. Well, MGL was actively caught on a live stream. I don't think it was the trans bashing necessarily. I think it's because she was caught actively snorting shit on a live stream. Oh, we can only hope. They have. I agree. I don't really care for Britney, but I do agree. It's got to be a lot to carry. Um but and I used to tell Brittany, like in private, I would message her and be like, you just got to stop talking to them. You got to stop responding. Stop responding. They'll stop. Well, now I don't have that same faith anymore because I stopped for 2 months and it did nothing. It did nothing. Good morning, Remy. Glad to see you. It has to be a lot having so many people reviewing you, right? And tearing your life apart. Like nitpicking every little thing they hear or see. But is that true, Nanya? To an extent, I believe that. But is that true? Overall? If she stops, do we really think that they would stop? I'm not so sure anymore. I used to think that, and I used to think that was Center too. Like, man, maybe you should stop responding. Maybe you should just ignore them. I, that faith isn't there anymore because they don't stop. They keep going. You use a 1 year old to facilitate YouTube drama. You're a piece of shit who has hit the bottom of the fucking barrel on this platform. Absolutely. No, they won't stop at all. She has to, and that's what she needs to know. She needs to know, like, because that's what I used to tell her. If you stop, they'll fade away. They'll eventually stop, right? I don't think that's the case. I think they'll keep going. But she still has the option to stop and go on about her business and ignore everything to do with any of them. I've seen so many of the people that, enjoyed her true crime, even though it wasn't my, kind of thing. There were so many of the people that loved her true crime that don't want to be there because she's just back and forth in this tit for tat. Girl, act like they don't exist and just, do your thing. Oh my God, Narcos. That's so And I agree with that too, Ash. I condemned her in a sense, like, why would you sign up for this, right? If you feel like you're being cyberbullied and you're really in fear for your life, Brittany J should absolutely do something on the side and in private, because everything starts with a paper trail. Everything. You need that paper trail, and nobody has to know about it. So I hope that's what she's doing. I don't know if it is. The same way I would say the same thing for Granny. If Granny feels like, she's in fear of her life from the bullying from Brittany J, I would say the same thing. Start you a paper trail. Start a paper trail. Nonsense started a paper trail because a commenter, said something alluding to her, or, being a predator or something like that. I'm all for paper trails. I don't think she should have done that for a commenter, because you never know. Brittany J can't help what a commenter says. All she can do is remove it. And she did do that. So, but yeah, if you're really in fear for your life and you feel like the cyberbullying is going too far, and it's affecting you and your real life, you need to make reports on it. But don't use the missing child's bullshit ass and what was that thing, injunction, to do it. I'll tell you right now, if Brittany J would have went after Granny the way Granny went after Lycan, if Brittany J would have done that same thing on her own, with her own people, her own lawyer, away from this injunction and Nick the Hat shit, it would have been granted. I guarantee it. My paper trail smells like peppermint. Oh my God. Gross. Hey, Zero Jules, where you at? I see you. Hey, girl. Not a peppermint paper trail. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, exactly, Black Hawk. If you can create a paper trail that proves targeted harassment, the judge will have to agree, or the judge will have to decide. And most judges are against targeted attacks and harassment. And you show the proof that you have went to Team YouTube, you have made these reports that you needed to make on YouTube, and you've done everything you can, and this is the last resort, they're going to help you. But that goes for anybody. Again, that's not just for Brittany. That's for anybody. That's for me. That's for Deets, Nunya, Queen, Granny. If you feel that way, it's best to do it on your own. But unfortunately for Brittany, she chose to do it with the injunction. She chose to sign her name into that. And that it's, for one, it's exploitative. For two, it's on the back of a missing child, bro. No, Bree, I don't think they'll get anything. Especially not their home or her home. I don't know. They're going crazy. Yeah, but the injunction was free. Free ain't always free, baby. Like, free is not always free. Seriously. Like, she thought that was the better to take because it had a free lawyer involved. No, girl. Too good to be true. I'm glad you said that, Tess. I forgot about that. Yep, and you don't have to say an actual name either. Calling him Stephanie's grandbaby gives context to who you're speaking on, and it's good enough for the law. Just saying. Cyber stalking and harassment is 100% illegal in Illinois. Yeah, let her keep going. That's what I told Center last night is, I find it funny. Let her keep going. She's unraveling. And every time she strikes up that live, she exposes herself more and more. And it just gives more and more of her victims ammunition to use against her later, if need be. It is a much lower threshold. Deets, I looked into it the first time we were all going back and forth. Before I took my break, I looked into it, and it's absolutely illegal in Illinois. Well, it's illegal everywhere, yeah. Cyberbullying and harassment is illegal everywhere, but there are different thresholds. Like there's certain requirements you have to hit for, it's kind of like, think of it like an Amber Alert. There's certain requirements you got to hit to be able to get an actual Amber Alert. It's the same thing for the cyber bullying and harassment. Every state, it kind of depends. In California, stalking and having a collection of photos of a minor is a felony. I'm here for it and want her to just keep telling all of the photos she's got. Yeah. Not smart, B. Not smart. Illinois is very progressive with online laws. We make creators pay their kids for using them for content. The threshold for online stalking is much lower. Very progressive. Good. I know, Pearl. I hope these people realize that getting a financial judgment and seeing a penny of that judgment are not the same. No, because a lot of times you got to fight to even see a penny of it, right? Like it's just another step in the process. Yeah, Lindsay has been saying this. She has, Pearl. Lindsay's been like, what the fuck, bro? She's been saying this for months. I hate paper straws. I hate plastic straws. I really only like metal straws. I try not to use a straw if I don't have to. And then isn't the FBI like a huge part of cyberbullying and harassment online? Don't they have just like a y'all know I'm not intelligent in these things. Don't they have just like a what's the word? A section, a division for just that? Oh my god, Deetsy, no. No straws. No, I don't think anybody's getting anything. Me too, Landry. That's what I was thinking. Like, they're before they can garnish, they give you the option to work out like a payment plan. I'd be like, I can afford $2 a month. I know. Oh, the FBI, yeah. I thought they had their own like little division for specifically that, like cyber stalking and harassment. But I mean, think about these teen kids that are unaliving themselves, committing. I forgot I'm not monetized anymore. Committing suicide and um, like because of online harassment and bullying and what is it called? I know it's exploitation, but I think there's another word. Extortion. Like, there's just so many nasty, mean people in the world. And it's unfortunate because you'll see them congregate together, right? But then you got to look on even though they outnumber by a lot, you got to look at us. Look at this group. Look at all the people in the chat right now. Like, no, it's not thousands of us, but there are still good humans. There are still good humans. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Ugh, plastic or paper straws. Ugh, that sogginess. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen the way they think it's gonna happen. But I don't know. I don't do legal shit like that. Oh no, I agree. Like I think that more than anybody, I wouldn't even consider Betty in that. Because Betty don't know shit about shit when it comes to legal stuff, as we can see with Queen. All she knows is finding out ways to run up the bill, right? But Nick and Hong and Tony, yeah, they absolutely should be responsible for something. You're always a troll, not sometimes. I would say you're sometimes serious. Yeah, Betty's it's a Florida law that like Betty's house can't, yeah. They will not allow houses to be taken in fulfillment of, I don't know, lawsuits or whatever. In Florida. I don't know if it's that way anywhere else. I just know in Florida they don't do that anymore. They used to. Have fun, Remy. I know Karen Reed's going on today. I know a lot of people are into that. But I mainly wanted to go live to say that I'm going to stop playing the loop for a little bit just because like I've let it play all weekend long. Hell, I think I've let it play for like 4 days straight now. So I'm going to stop the loop for a minute and see how things go. I think that if we want to get away from this community or from certain people in this community, we should be allowed to do so. We should not then be followed to the next place that we go. We don't leave kicking and screaming. We just said, we're done. We ain't fucking with y'all anymore. So we find ourselves in other communities, other parts of YouTubes and Discords. You don't have to follow us there. And some of them have. PTM, for example. Granny's over there now. While she's condemning Deets for leaving a super chat. Oh man, she's over there all in the chats. Why can't y'all just let us go? Why can't trying to think of the right way to say this. When I took my break, it was obvious I was pretty much gone for 2 months. So why does CME and Sinners Chat have to trigger someone so much that they have to start a war all over again? Let me go, Queen. Let me Go. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I have proven that I will leave you alone if you leave me alone. I did that for 2 months, and then here we are again, and not by my doings, but by you doing it. Leave me alone, and I will leave you alone. As long as you continue this shit, I will continue looping. And I'm only creating more and more stuff to add to it so that it's not just that one Brittany J live stream over and over. Leave me alone. Seriously. Just leave me alone. Leave me be. I'm a tiny channel. I ain't got nothing compared, like there's no competition from me. I'm not a threat to your channel. Leave me alone. Leave Deets alone. Leave Nunya alone. Leave us all alone. Looky here at the LCU infiltrators. Bree, Granny is convinced that MJ and Allie turned me against her. Yes, she's convinced that for me too. She's convinced that my mods, Melissa and Allie, turned me against her. But then she also said because she became friends with Queen that I turned against her. No, bitch, I turned against you when I seen your character. Because I got, I know how you truly feel too, Granny. Don't forget about her. Don't forget. Well, that's what I said. That's what I said. It's like, it's astonishing how you can start all this shit back up, right? You can start this war all over again and then sit there and point your dirty little fingers and say, oh no, it's your fault. It's Joneson's fault. No, you did this. But we all know she can't take accountability. She don't even know what it is. So it's like, can you really expect somebody to take accountability if they're not smart enough to figure out what exactly accountability is? There's definitely some cognitive struggles with her. So, and I've considered that as well. Like, that was one of the reasons when I made the police report and they said, just leave her alone and just keep stacking up your proof. And so I said, okay. But the other reason was because I felt like, am I fighting with somebody that is not all there? I might be. And then I started kind of feeling bad about it, So, and I'm getting to that point. Yeah, there's obviously something wrong. And it's not pot brain or pot fog. I don't know what it is. But she doesn't comprehend things like a normal human. It's just not there. She doesn't understand and comprehend things the way they are. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that. I think that when she comes out here and tells y'all that I've stalked and doxed her minor children, she truly believes that. Like, it's really like that in her head. And that's why we fight so hard to show the proof that that's not what happened. Yeah, I'm not. That's what I'm saying, Cookie Slammer. I'm not competition for you. Like, you got other people matching your views and other people that people enjoy more, Like, I'm not that one. I'm just a little old channel over here on my own doing nothing. Yeah, Granny's chat is always going. Yeah, it is, Spudler. Queen Bee's chat used to have to be slowed down because of all of us in there. Yeah, because we was ride hard and diehards for her. And then you start seeing things, and it's like, should I be a part of this? I don't think. I don't think this matches what I'm thinking in terms of my own morals, but anyways, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Leave Deets alone. Leave Nunya alone. Do y'all remember when she used to go over like other random topics? Like she would pull up like true crime stuff that was going on, and we would all be up there talking about it and giving our opinions. That's when it was the shit. That's when, hey, Wolfie. True, Tess. That's true. Do you remember that, Spudler, when we used to be over there doing that? You know, she don't do that anymore. You know? Like, that doesn't happen anymore. Because even, let's think back to Quentin Simon, even when she was fixated on the Quentin Simon case and, you know, quote unquote, stopping the tragedy pimps, there were other things that we would go over in between all of that. And it just doesn't happen anymore. Bet you today's live will be about Narcos and cheese. She was demanding that they both go up on a panel and cam up to prove they aren't the same person. She has a bee in her bonnet about that. Why does she care so much about that? Yeah, Nicole B. So you remember that? Like we used to go over all kinds of shit, whether it was like YouTube creator shit, right? Or true crime shit or pop culture shit. Like she would just, it's like something would pop up on her timeline and she'd be like, yeah, I want to go live and talk about this today. That don't happen anymore. It's all drama, filthy, nasty. It's all about her every day. Her live streams are about attacking people, whether it's me, Brittany J, Deeds, Nunya, Sebastian, Seth, Tony. It's always about attacking. Never about discussions anymore. She said if they were two different people, she would delete her account. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. But why would Cheese be Narcos if Cheese is the clip channel basically on his own? Like why have two different clip channels? That don't even make sense. I did, Tess. I used to do all kinds of stuff too. I used to cover cases. I did cover one pop culture kind of thing about Eugenia Clooney. Oh, she looks so pitiful. I don't see how she's still living. And then of course I would have my chicken content or my chill streams, and then there's drama streams. I used to do it all too, but as of lately, like ever since I left Queen, I think the only thing I've covered, I stopped covering my chickens as much. The only thing I've covered true crime wise since I left Queens was the two Kansas, Oklahoma moms that were kidnapped and killed over a custody battle. Jillian and Veronica, That was the last true crime case. And of course, I'll still talk shit about Idaho or Stephen Stearns and stuff like that, but those are just in passing. Oh, I did do Wade. Damn. I do Wade. But I always get drawn back to this because a bitch just can't be left alone. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I hate feeling the need to have to respond. That's why I try not to criticize Brittany too much because the need to want to respond is always there. It's hard when you hear your character constantly being put into question and not responding. That's hard. That's tough. Hey, Grandma Sherry. I totally forgot I did Wade until he grossed me out with his poop sexy calls. And then I was done. I haven't went back. I'll go over his pictures that Melissa puts out, or I'll go over there and help Melissa read every now and then, read the emails. But outside of that, I've been done. I don't listen to any phone calls anymore. It's money, honey. Yeah, but it sucks too. It's a double-edged sword, Kate. It's a double-edged sword to want to get away from it and feel like you can't. Because you have to constantly go back and defend. It did become easier when I didn't listen. And you're right. It is hard because nobody sends me stuff anymore. Like, unless used to people would send things privately, but now it's kind of just posted in one space, and I have the decision on if I want to go in there or not, right? Let's say in the hippie hut Discord, people drop clips. Sometimes I'll even ask, if you've seen this, will you drop it in here? I did that last night. But they're not privately being sent to me. So then I have the option. I get to make the decision if I go into these rooms or not. I don't mind seeing stuff off of this platform as much as I do coming onto the platform, because then my timeline is flooded with clippers. Flooded. All these and it's all little portions of different parts, and it's like, ugh, it can be overwhelming sometimes. But this time, that's speaking about the first time we were at war. That war lasted, what, a year and a half? After I took my break and came back, it hasn't been that bad. I'm okay with seeing stuff now. It doesn't bother me as much. Maybe that's why she kept on though, Tess. What if that's why? Because I did go away for 2 months. I did ignore her. I didn't say anything. What if that's why she decided to stir this up again? Grandma Sherry said, soup, pick me, say hi. Hey, Truth Seeker. Baby. Babe. I don't know where he went. He just woke up. And nothing's ever just white or black, right? Like, there's always that gray. So even though it doesn't bother me, for the most part, there are still certain things that do bother me. You are her default setting, in my opinion, a content filler. That's what I was thinking the other day, like, because it came so out of the blue, out of nowhere. And it was immediately attacking my family. And it's just like, can you not be such a weak bitch and just keep it between me and you? Can we do that? She can't. She's too weak to keep it between me and her. Hey. What are you doing?
60 pages of that book.
Oh, yeah. You got coffee in the fridge.
30 minutes now.
Huh? What'd you say?
You let me sleep late.
Right. I'm not You're a grown ass man. You got me fucked up letting you sleep late.
Grown ass woman.
I will remember that with my grown ass self. Yeah, I think so too, Kate. It doesn't bother me as much as now as it used to. But it's still your family. Just like if I was to call her daughter a name like fuckstick, it would bother her. Because that's your daughter. But that's also why, I don't want to bother her in that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to attack her children or call her children names because just to bother her. That's just not what I want to do. All right. I gotta get off here. Queen, just leave us alone. Let us go. Go seek some therapy and help. Grief is hard to deal with. I understand I broke your heart. I understand we all three broke your heart in different ways, but I was the worst for you. And I'm so sorry. And I hope that you can move past it eventually. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I hope that you can find some kind of therapy or some kind of solution to help and assist you on your journey of grieving the loss of me. Just move on. Just move on. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. And I hope all of you have a good rest of your day. It's Monday, start of the new week. Let's get it.
Yeah. We don't raise the dead around here. Let's go. Pull up on the scene, yeah, you know what it is. Exposing all these fakes, they be playing with the biz. Lighting up the blunt while I'm calling out the grift. Talk slick that, now you caught up in the rift. Ain't no seance, ain't no summon, no ghosts, but I'll haunt these frauds when they doing the most. Gummies in my system, yeah, I'm vibing real chill. Till they cross the line, then I'm going for the kill. Chosen don't play, yeah, you better step back. Call out the cat, put the truth on the map. Roll up the blunt, let the real ones relax. But cross that line, ain't no coming back. Chosen don't play, we don't mess with that fake. Keep it 100, we ain't here for no snakes. Light one up, let the smoke elevate. But test my vibe, watch the whole earth shake.
Talking real loud, but they moving like clowns. Trying to raise the dead, now we put them in the ground. Channel stay lit, yeah, the truth going viral. Step into the smoke, now they stuck in survival. Name in their mouth, but they scared to address me. Chosen keep it raw, never switching up the message. Chill when I'm cool, but don't push me too far. Flip the whole scene like I'm breaking the bar.
I don't do the gimmicks, I don't do the lies. If you want that fake tip, better recognize. Blood stay rolled and the vibe stay high. But mess with the squad, watch the real one rise. Chosen don't play, yeah, you better step back. Call out the cat, put the truth on the map. Roll up the blunt, let the real ones relax. But cross that line, ain't no coming back. Chosen don't play, we don't mess with that fake. Keep it 100, we ain't here for no snakes. Light one up, let the smoke elevate. But test my vibe, watch the whole earth shake. Yeah, we don't read the damn around here, but we very alive. Jonesing.